Oh boy. Here we are, man. Bustin Fields is a Steeler. Not happy about it. We'll start somewhere else. I'm not happy about it. We'll get to it later. What's up, man? Lots of things to talk about tonight. Lots of things. Man, how we feeling? Well, he might be the last guy I wanted, but he's at least the backup, so we'll give him that. I'll go over my thoughts in a minute. We trying to get everybody in here real quick. I'm a little early, so my fault. There we go. We up and ready. There we go. Man, I, I don't know. I'm trying to think through this. Denzel Perryman back to the Chargers. That's actually kind of interesting, man. He spent a lot of time there. He was actually pretty good there. This is a big one here. Tyron Smith to the Jets is actually really big. 1 year up to 20 mil. How do they, dude? They actually kind of have money. That's crazy. Van Jefferson is the wide receiver. What, two at the moment? Can you hear me? Am I talking good? Can you hear me enough? Solomon Thomas is back, and then now they have Javon Kinlaw. They have Quinnen Williams. What a team there. Yeah, there's more. Let's not. We're not gonna go too far. Man, we are in an interesting spot, man. Let's jump over here to the PFF stuff and see where we're at. Do they have some interesting things going on? We've got a lot to talk about. I'm gonna give it to about probably 7:10 just to let some people get in here. If you have any questions, though, hit me. Like, I'll do what I can right now. Letting the crowd grow a little bit. Live grades. I wonder if they have field stuff yet. Nah, just Marquise Brown. That was like yesterday. 1 year 7 million up to 11. How is it 1 year 7? Oh, that's the projected. I gotta read first and then I'll figure it out. Kendall Fuller to Miami is actually a nice deal, man. Not even like the price per year is not bad. Not bad at all. Jonah Williams, interesting one. He's like so mediocre. Oof. That, this is kind of nice, actually. A 1 year for Uche. Yeah, man, let's wait till we get some more in here. I know I've got a few coming. I had some people listed as waiting on it or whatever. I'll give them just a few minutes. Bustin Beals is a Pittsburgh Steeler. Crazy. Mm. How we doing? If you got any questions, let me know. So I can give it a few minutes for people to get in here. How's your Saturday been? So I mean, Caleb Williams is a Bear now. Like there's no doubt, no doubt, no debate. That it's it. It's done. Might as well just start the draft now. That's not the same thing as this, is it? It's not. Okay. Oh, this is about position. That's nice. I like this one. Because they even list like the extra guys like Sam Howell here. How we doing? All right. They haven't updated it yet because Fields isn't on here, but and Pickett's not on here either. So I guess they updated at the end of the day. J.K. Dobbins is still out there. I can't mark a thing right. Dante Foreman, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Odell, Tyler Boyd is a Steeler. Michael Thomas, interesting. KJ Osborne, Chase Claypool, Chicago Bears trade piece, first round pick value. All the tight ends are gone except for Logan Thomas. That's hilarious. Mekhi Becton's still out there. Connor Williams needs to be a Steeler as well. Him and Tyler Boyd both. We got the little bundle of joy joining us today. My sweet baby son, the star of the show. Mom's got some friends over, so dad's in charge. Baby on the stream. All right, we chilling, dude. The stream's not going anywhere though. Don't leave. We're good. He is chilling. He's gonna eat a bottle and he's gonna be quiet. Yeah, let's see. Baby on the stream. Alright, dude. Sorry about that. I'll stop talking about you. Hopefully he don't start crying. If he does, we'll figure it out, but... Alright, let's come back. All right, all right, all right. He ain't having it, but it's all right. We're good. He's about to get a bottle and he'll be better. Excuse me. Oh, man. So Laken Tomlinson's out there, too. Isaiah Wynn's still out there. Did he not go back? No, he was a Dolphin, not a Patriot. I'm thinking of Onwenu. There, he is listed right there as well, isn't he? Or he might be listed as their tackle. IDL. Look at that list of IDL, man. A ton of them. It's kind of because the position's so just broad. That's the whole list right there. If you're just joining, we got the little bundle of joy here. He's not happy. He's about to get a bottle, though, and he's going to be quiet. Let's see. Grover Stewart went back to Indianapolis. That's interesting. 3 years, 39, 13 a year. That's kind of steep for him. DJ Reader signing with the Lions was actually, like, that's a really good pickup for them, man. All right, let's see if we can readjust this guy and keep him quiet. All right. I'm working on it. We working here. Hey, we getting some football knowledge here. All right, so edge rushers. I don't know. We know what we're here for. We're here for Bustin' Fields, the one and only. How we doing? Oh wow. Yeah, he's not happy right now. All right, give me a few minutes and I'll be back. Hey, I see a bunch of y'all coming into this live, but I got the bundle of joy today. Give me just a minute. I'll be right back. Don't just hang around for just a minute. Alright, we back. Let's do it. Baby got the bottle. Oh yeah, baby got the bottle. We living. So, now, let's get to it. Let's get to it. So, Justin Fields. Justin Fields is a Pittsburgh Steeler. I will be checking on him periodically, so it might hold me up a little bit, but nothing too crazy. Dude, Justin Fields is a Steeler. Oh. It would happen to me, wouldn't it? It would absolutely happen to me. So, obviously, if you've been around the channel for more than about 3 minutes, you know that I'm probably one of the... I'm just going to claim it as it is. I'm a hater. I'm a Justin Fields hater. And that's fine. I don't know why you wouldn't be. He hasn't proven anything. He hasn't done anything. Oh, he didn't have weapons. He didn't have help. He also couldn't throw a ball to the broadside of a barn. I mean, he also... There's things that are his fault, not just others. So, it's... You can't just say that, oh, he didn't have a chance. No, that's just not true. It's just not true. I guess we're reloading on everything. We're resetting the page. Give me a second. Here we go. Here we go. So, the Steelers trade Pickett. Okay. I mean, you know, it sucks. We put a first-round pick in a guy and get a third-rounder. But you know what about Fields? I can still smile today because we traded Kenny Pickett for more than what Justin Fields got traded for. And everybody said that Kenny sucked and Fields was so good and underutilized. In reality, they probably both suck. Let's be real. But Kenny probably shown that he can at least win some games. He's gone on game-winning drives and done things that matter. Fields runs up and down the field while his receivers are wide open because he can't hit them in stride. It is what it is. You know, whatever. He'll be our backup, you know, and if Russ doesn't pan out well, he'll be the future. He'll get a shot at the future. Probably not going to do that, though. He'll just walk and we lose a 6th-round pick because whatever. Russ, honestly, he'll probably be way better than anything else. Who cares? My monster guy says the best signing of free agency was the Kirk to the Falcons. You know, I disagree because the money. Kirk is a really good quarterback. He's not a great quarterback. But the money they spent to get him, what is it, 4 years, $180 million? I know it all was guaranteed, but that's the total. If he hits it, that's like what? $45 million a year for a 36-year-old quarterback coming off an Achilles or something like that? Like, it's a pretty difficult deal. If you're just joining in, my son is in my arms eating, so give me a minute. But he out of it now that he's got the bottle. He all good. Let's see if I can. My sweet baby son. There we go. By that I mean that was the best signing for Vikings fans. Oh, I got you. So you're glad y'all didn't get Kirk back? You're glad y'all didn't get Kirk back? Let me know. Yeah, that's fair. I think, to me, and like, I'm really trying to not be biased, but I really think that Wilson's deal could be really good. Because, think about it. There's never been value like this. You're getting a guy who, he's a starter, one way or another. He's a starter-capable guy, whether he's top 15 and he's 15, or whether he's 30. You know what I mean? Like, he's a starter. And he's making less than most rookie quarterbacks would make. And I mean, it's just there's not a comparison to this. There isn't. Ready for a new chapter. Vikings wouldn't never give him that contract. Ultimately, time to move on. We have a lot of money next year. That's true. My question is just, what are y'all going to do at quarterback? I mean, I wouldn't say it'd be that bad of a deal to sit with Darnold for a year and try to build the roster up right now. And then maybe next year, you know, if Beck and Ewers and that group, and like people say, it's not a good class. You can't say that. Like, You don't know. Jaden Daniels wasn't projected to be that good this past year. Joe Burrow wasn't projected to be that good his last year. Like, you can't just say that. You got to wait and see. But either way, I think you got a lot of things. Kirk has one playoff win ever since he's been in the league. I think that's the teams he's been on, to be honest. The Vikings did not have rosters built for him, and the Commanders are the Commanders. May or McCarthy, I think McCarthy's much more likely. May is going to go top 3. Probably, he should go 2. He'll probably, I don't know. Right now, I think the Commanders might go Daniels, would be a mistake. May would be the first quarterback off the board any year except for the year Caleb Williams is here. And I think you debate him with Trevor Lawrence, but I think other than that, it would be a no show. Like you're taking Drake May quickly, in every other year. Last year, the year before, definitely, all of those years. I mean, and anything before that, the Burrow year would be you might argue him, but Drake May's a lot younger. May's really good. McCarthy, I think he's good too, but he just has a ceiling. That's fine though. Not everybody can be a superstar. I think Danielle Hunter's deal is also super good. Let me pull that up. Edge defender Danielle Hunter right here. He got only $24.5 million a year. That's a really good steal for a team who, I mean, the best way to win is when you're on your rookie quarterback in their contract, and that's exactly where they are. Obviously, they did really good last year with not even having that good of a roster. Have them move up and or they move back in the draft. Excuse me. Acquire talent, what they've already done with getting Danielle Hunter and some things like that. And now you're going to move on. Like you upgrade Grenard to Hunter. That's a massive swing. I mean, Grenard is very good. Danielle Hunter is a top tier edge. There's a huge Grenard's on that like Chase Young, Zadarius Smith, Montez Sweat level. Solid guys. You'd be really happy to have him as a number 2 guy, but they're not a 1 really necessarily. But they can be fine as a 1, but they're not going to be like, the scary guys. But Danielle Hunter's like, he's up there. Moving up to 3. I mean, the only problem is you'd sacrifice so much, and honestly, I don't know that New England wants to do that. I don't know that New England would want to. If I'm them, it's a no-brainer. If I'm New England, you absolutely 100% take the quarterback because, I mean, Drake May, if he's there, it's a no-brainer. Now, if you're landing with Daniels, I definitely think you move back. I mean, I think Daniels is good. I think he is really good, but he's a college quarterback to me. Those guys that we've seen it now. Justin Fields, Lamar Jackson, that player doesn't work in the NFL as they should because they're too dependent on everything going right. Yeah. Patriots apparently out on May. I don't know. That's smoke. I don't know. You can't really push that there yet. Maybe, but I just don't think you can push anything anywhere yet. You have 12, 13, something like that, and then 23, 11 and 23. 11 and 23. That's a lot, but you could also go 11. McCarthy may even be at 11. There's a chance. There is a chance. We're so far out of draft season that who knows? We don't know what's going to happen right now. I don't know. Nobody knows. Like with you saying Patriots out on May, maybe we don't know. You just don't know. Like you won't. With Vikings with Kirk, we had best defense in the league when he came in. Prime Thielen, Prime Diggs, Prime Cook. I spent first and second rounders on O-line. Was the defense really that good? I'm just trying to remember right now. What would that have been? Like Vikings in what 2019 or so? We'll say about that time and look at the roster. I mean, you had what's his name? That corner Xavier. He was really good for a minute there, but was it really that good? Like, I mean, yeah, it was good. I know that much, but let's see. I mean, Diggs and Thielen, yeah, that's really good. Olabisi Johnson, legend. Defense, you get he was good. Hunter wasn't the same guy then. He was still really good, but he was definitely not the same. He was a little bit lower just in terms of tier. I mean, obviously Smith and Kendricks were really, really good. Barr, yeah, Trey Waynes was even solid for a minute. A little minute there. Mike Hughes was all right. Everson Griffin, I forgot about him. He was really good. Linval Joseph, yeah, it was good. It was good. Now, were they the best at this time? Maybe not, but they were up there. They were around that same that top tier. That's for sure. I did kind of forget about that. Not gonna lie. I think Danielle Hunter to the Texans on this number is really good. Like, he didn't hit 30 a year. That's a big one. He didn't even hit. I did my math. He only got 24. What did Montez Sweat get? Can anybody pull up? I would pull it up, but I've got a child in my hands. What did Montez Sweat get for his deal? I'm going to be honest, I hated this deal when it happened, if y'all didn't see the last live. But with finding out what the guarantees are, I'm a lot happier. It's only like 13 mil guaranteed, so he has to make like all of his contract. He has to make it himself, which is, he was a bum before Roquan got there, and then he became really good, which is interesting. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I would like Isaiah Simmons to potentially be a Steeler as well. Not going to lie. We also need a corner. Steven Nelson ain't coming back. I wouldn't mind like Rock Ya-Sin or Christian Fulton should be out there, isn't he? Yeah, he's out there. Terrell Edmonds come back. That would be nice. That would be a good little piece. We need that kind of player. I was kind of wanting us to get Jeremy Chin, but too late on that one. You're a lot higher on McCarthy than most people. I mean, here's the thing about McCarthy, in my opinion. He is... Let me get this kid on the right track of this bottle. McCarthy, people that say, like, he didn't have to do anything. And I think that's a good experience in a way.
Can I have a phone charger?
I don't have... I mean, it's up here. That might not have a phone. Oh, you just need that?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, he's almost done.
Okay. I just gotta get a charger to Avery.
Okay, and then come back. Yeah, sorry. She's gonna take the baby. But yeah, McCarthy, he's good. He's definitely not in the same tier. I think first to me it's Caleb, it's Drake. There's a gap. There's Jaden. There's a gap. There's McCarthy. There's a big gap. There's Bo Nix. There's Michael Penix. And all of those guys could be first rounders. That's how crazy this draft is. Part of that is the quarterback value system and just how incredibly important a quarterback is to the current day NFL. Like, it just is. But I just got a little left. She gonna be in the video for a minute. There the child is, sweet baby son. Thank you. Yep. Alrighty. So, McCarthy, I mean, you get a lot out of him. I mean, because of his time, he doesn't have a lot of mileage on him. Like, that's a really good part of him that's underrated. There's like little to no mileage on JJ McCarthy. I mean, you can't knock him for not having to make throws. You just can't. Because he did make throws. Every time it was an obvious passing down, he made every throw at a very good rate. You can't put that on him. That's not his fault. It's not his fault at all. I like McCarthy. We're going to jump into a mock draft here in a moment. Let's see. The Bears, I just got an ESPN notification. It says, the Bears misread the market and waited too long to make a move, allowing the Steelers to take advantage. All right, so it's time for my official Justin Fields opinions. Justin Fields is not a good quarterback. He simply isn't. And to think that they were going to get a first or even a second was just blasphemy. He might have gotten a third simply because of what his positional value is. But is he even a quarterback? No, he's not. I mean, he's not a good one. You don't think Caleb or Daniels fits Kevin O'Connell's scheme as well as McCarthy or May? Caleb would be fine. Caleb can do anything. He is a generational talent. Maybe, that people saying, oh, he's going to be the biggest bust ever. You can't say that. It all depends on situation. I think the Bears actually, as much as I slam on them, they're making a very good situation for him right now, and he's going to be number one. So it doesn't matter. I mean, he's essentially irrelevant. He's going to be number one. But either way, Justin Fields, he's just not that good. And I have said multiple times, I would be so mad if we got Justin Fields. And to be honest with you, I'm not happy about it because I don't think he's that good. However, the one thing I will say is, oops, that's the wrong thing. The one thing I will say is the value we did get him for, the trade package itself, only a 6th round pick that might turn into a 4th. It won't turn into a 4th unless Russ gets hurt in week 1. That's about the only way. That's a steal. It is, because what upside he might have is whatever. But it makes me smile, makes me so happy that we traded Kenny Pickett for more than the Bears traded Justin Fields. And that's hilarious because everybody thought that Kenny just sucked. And they were like, Fields is still good. He just was misused. Maybe they both suck. Maybe. I don't know. Fields has had more of a chance to prove it, and he's only done the opposite of that, not proven it. So, I mean, he's going to be a backup. He's the future hold there. I don't think so. Honestly, I think there's a better chance that Russ is the future for the next 5 to 7 years than Justin Fields is, excuse me. Number 1, we're not going anywhere else. Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams, easy, no doubt. Also, while you're here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, trying to get to 1,000 subs so we can do a jersey giveaway. And also, I'm going to be honest with you, I get paid at 1,000 subs. Trying to get there. Or start being able to get paid. Let me make sure that's said correctly. So help me get there. That way I can continue doing these videos and making this channel better as I am able to actually get a little bit of financial help out of it. Just being honest. Then, number 2, what should happen? The blank brain, you don't have to have a single brain cell to do this, is click this button right here. That one right there. Dylan, what's up, man? You just missed my Fields. Yeah, I don't know if you saw it or not, but just go back a little bit if you have to, or watch it later. About timestamp, I don't know. I don't know what the time is right now. Maybe like about 28 minutes in. It's I'm not happy we have him, but you can't complain about the package. It was nothing. It was nothing. Absolutely nothing. Caleb and Drake, it's obvious. It's obvious. Then the Patriots. To me, I mean, you need a quarterback. You just need one. And they haven't even signed one. It's Bailey Zappi right now. I just don't think so. Jaden Daniels, maybe. Like, he is the guy. If you're taking one here, it's him. But are you taking one here? The Giants could jump up, potentially. There's smoke about that. The Vikings could jump up now, as you said, my monster guy, about that. And then, who else could? The Broncos could jump up. The Raiders could jump. The Broncos could, but they don't have the assets to make that happen. But in theory, they could. To me, it just, you got to go quarterback here. Jaden Daniels, to me, it's the tier. I've said this just a minute ago, but Caleb Williams, Drake May, there's a little bit of a gap. Jaden Daniels, a little bit of a gap. J.J. McCarthy, and a pretty decent-sized gap. Bo Nix, Michael Penix. And it's they're all first-rounders potentially. That's crazy. Marvin, after losing Rondale and Marquise Brown, is a Cardinal. There is no doubt about it. The only way they don't go there is if the Patriots take Marvin, but if that happens, they just take Malik Neighbors or Rome Odunze. I think it's Malik Neighbors to me. Which, speaking of that, I want to look at something. The Cardinals, is this the... Yeah. So, who are their wide receivers now, man? Like, Arizona Cardinals. Come on, let's pull this up. Like, they might be in just... I mean, it might be bad. Michael Wilson, he's a good young guy. Greg Dortch season. Chris Moore season, Zach Pascal season. Low-key some depth, but, like, you don't want them to be wide receiver 3, honestly. Like, you really don't. Let's go back to the mock. Chargers at 5. This is with what has happened so far, this could be a really good prime trade out spot. However, with them trading and cutting Allen and Williams, they might have to go receiver. They might have to. I think it makes a lot of sense, but I also think you can trade down and still do this. I think this is a spot we're going to see a trade. And I think what we're going to do here, somebody's going to jump the Giants. That's what's going to happen. And it's going to be for J.J. McCarthy. But, interesting, Dylan. You're just reading back the chat, and that's fair. I mean, like, Caleb's just different. He is, like, whether you want to say, like, I hate saying he's like Mahomes, but he's not the same player. He's different. I'd say he's Mahomes mixed with Rodgers, but he's got that ability where he can throw all the throws, but he can also move and do all the things you need there. It's a very limited group of guys. Like Lamar, he can move and all that, but he can't throw all the throws. Mahomes, he can do both. Allen, he can do both. Burrow, he can throw all the throws, but he can't move all the moves. You know what I mean? Like it's just different with these guys. So somebody's going to jump up here and jump New York to make sure they get a quarterback. I think it's going to be the Raiders. I think they're going to be a little bit. I'm just going to do the first because I don't know what it's going to be. Oh, wow, Dylan. Wild. Raiders going to jump up, and they're going to grab J.J. McCarthy. We're going to have 4 quarterbacks in the top 5 on this mock. A little bit steep, we'll be honest. It's a bit steep, but like it's just I think the Raiders have a really good group of talent, and they just have to do something to try to compete. Honestly, this Russ deal just makes the AFC stronger because you got a team, you had 2 middling teams in the Steelers and the Broncos, and now you get one who, they get him, they get Deshaun Elliott, they get Patrick Queen, all at relatively good deals and rates. They're just getting better, and they're not really losing much. I mean, they lose Deontay Johnson. They're going to obviously pick up a receiver. Tyler Boyd is probably already a Steeler. Let's just be real. Giants here, they're ticked that they just went and got him. But it's going to be Daniel Jones versus Drew Lock, and they're going to go get Malik Neighbors, try to have a really good receiver to help out. Joe Alt, he's a Titan. I've said it multiple times. Him, pick 1, Caleb Williams. Pick 7, Joe Alt. Write him in. We don't need to know anymore. The Falcons, they're going to go best defensive player after Mooney, after Rondale Moore. They've already hit those spots. Mooney was an absolute insane over expense, but, here, it's not a question. It's Dallas Turner. They need a good edge, and that's what they're going to get. Here, I would have said that receiver's an option, but now that they trade for Keenan Allen, it's not. It is absolutely not. I don't think Brock Bowers is an option. I think you go probably, Jared Verse is likely here. You could go tackle. Definitely could. I like Olu Fashanu there. Maybe J.C. Latham too, but he's more. I don't know if this changes anything, but pretty sure Waller is retiring, so Giants could go Bowers. Yeah, I see it. That could, but I think Neighbors as the wide receiver 1 type of guy is what you want. Yeah, Latham is a right tackle. I don't know that the Bears go that way because they just got Darnell Wright, who's a right tackle, and J.C. Latham will walk in and be way better than him anyways. But either way, you're gonna go left tackle, so it would be an Olu Fashanu. It would be maybe even Tyler Guyton over, honestly, just because of positional need. Or Troy Fatanu as well. I forgot about him. But yeah, I think here it makes too much sense. Montez Sweat's really good. Not great, though. You need another edge. Jared Verse. Just have bookends. Crash in. It'll be great. The Jets. Honestly, they have done themselves a lot of favors. Tyron Smith signed. Morgan Moses has been traded for. They're in a good spot. They need some weapons. Rome Odunze. What's up, Grayson? Rome Odunze's here. You've got Quinion Mitchell. That'd be a sick matchup. I think it's a weapon here. And I really like Brock Bowers to the Jets at this point. With everything they've done, Brock Bowers to the Jets makes a ton of sense. They've gotten their tackles, their O-linemen fixed up for the most part. They go in, and they just stay healthy. They got Tippmann last year. They keep Elijah Ray Tucker healthy. There's a lot of things here that they can really fix after getting those. They need a wide receiver, absolutely. However, I think a tight end is Brock Bowers. As you just said, he's effectively the same. Like he's effectively the same guy. I mean, the same need. It's a weapon. It's what you're looking for. You're looking for a weapon. Yeah. You say it's not talked about enough for some reason, and I think you're absolutely right. The only thing is, it's because they were needing a tackle so bad, but they've finished that with Tyron Smith, with Morgan Moses. They've got those done. Now, it's Brock Bowers' season. I think you could consider Odunze, but I think Conklin's just average. You know, maybe you can make a midseason trade for Devontae Adams, and that might be something. So Brock Bowers, he's a different type of guy. You don't see a tight end that can take screens. Kelsey doesn't take screens. It doesn't happen. It's just different. If you're all here, make sure you're subscribed. Trying to get to 1,000 subs, and I will do a jersey giveaway when I get there. Thank you, guys. Let's move on to pick 11. The Vikings. They have their first of their 2 picks now since they've traded up with the Texans. Pick 23. He really is. Like, Bowers could be just already elite before anything happens. I think the Vikings go potentially a corner. They could go a receiver just to have a 3-headed monster. You know, and quarterback is possible. I think at this point, you're very much considering just letting Darnold start. But Bo Nix could be a guy here. This is about as early as I see him going. And maybe you don't like that, but at the same time, the quarterback position is just more valuable. They just are. I don't think it's this route, though. I think, honestly, with the way it's shaped out, it's either Bo Nix or a defensive player. I think the likelihood, though, is a defensive player because of what you need. Quinion Mitchell could be here easy. Jerzon Newton could be here easy. Actually, Dylan, or my monster guy, if you're still here, you can make this pick. You're here. I'll let you make this one. Who's on the board? You're my monster guy. You're the Vikings guy here. If you're still here, I'll give you just a few seconds. There's a bit of a delay, so give me a minute. Make sure y'all share on the stream. Get it up so we can get to 1,000 subs pretty quickly. Get your friends involved. Get your friends' moms and dads involved. Yeah, Iowa and DT. That's kind of where I was heading. To me, I think Jerzon Newton's probably the best guy. Byron Murphy, potentially. But to me, I think Jerzon Newton, he's just my best interior D lineman at this point. That's a big need. That's where I was probably heading. But yeah, appreciate you. Let's see. Broncos here. I think the problem is here, they're going Bo Nix. They can't not. They can't not. Can't not. Like, you get rid of Russell Wilson and paying him that much, you have to have some kind of plan. And your plan was probably J.J. McCarthy, but that didn't happen. So, Bo Nix goes for them. Yeah, you'd already traded up for McCarthy. I get it for sure. But at the same time, it's just, I just think that, you know, I think the Raiders might be a team that'll really jump on him, mainly because they have Adams. They have all these things. And I think Darnold could be fine. I mean, I think Darnold could be really good. Now, the Raiders also have Minshew. I don't know. One thing the Raiders, I feel like, have right now that the Vikings don't, that they just switched, is the Raiders have this most important position on defense field, and that's Max Crosby in the edge position. They just lost Danielle Hunter. And Grenard is good, but he's not great like that. So, Chargers moved back, and they're going to land Rome Odunze here. Rome Odunze here is going to be a really great pick for the Chargers. Absolutely. I think the Saints here, they could look at receiver. They really could. Brian Thomas, A.D. Mitchell. A.D. Mitchell was so good in the combine. There's talk of 7 receivers going in the first round. Lad McConkey's one of them. These 3 for sure. Franklin can still slide in there. I don't know for sure if he would, but yeah. Tackle's a big one here, though. That's another one. I feel like Talise Fuaga makes a lot of sense here to the Saints. and that's where I'm going to go. Talise Fuaga here for the Saints. Yeah, they need a lineman. They have a lot of issues there. I'm going to harp on it a little bit because I'm trying to get to that 1,000, man, but please help me get to 1,000 subs. Share it with your friends. Make extra accounts. I don't even care, man. I told them, I'll be honest. As soon as I get to 1,000, I'm able to start applying for financial input from YouTube. I'm able to potentially make money. And that means I can put more time into it, more effort into it, because I'll be getting return on it. And I love doing it, and I want to do it. So, yeah, help me out. Colts. I've got a wife and a kid. You can see the kid earlier in the stream if you want to look. Had to give him a bottle here on the stream. Either way, Colts. This one, they could really go corner. There's a lot of corners available. They like their freak athletes, so I think Nate Wiggins or Quinion Mitchell here. I'm going to go Quinion Mitchell. He's got a lot of the hype. They need the extra corner. That one makes a lot of sense to me. Seahawks here, they're not going corner. They're really upset that Verse and Dallas Turner are gone, I think. I think Laiatu Latu makes a lot of sense, though. They need an edge rusher, a really good edge rusher. They need someone very just good. And Laiatu Latu is just very good, period. End of story. So, get them. You know, he can be great. He can be very, very good. He can be that Jonathan Grenard level, that Montez Sweat level. I don't know if he can be the TJ Watt, the Myles Garrett level, but he can be up there. And that's better than what they have. So, whatever. The Jaguars. What did they do in free agency, man? I'm missing something on them. Where are they at? Jacksonville. They released Fotukasi. Darius Williams. Corner's a big one. They got 2 receivers. Granted, one of them's Devin Duvernay, so don't say 2. Yeah, corner looks like going to make a lot of sense here. Maybe receiver, though, because Gabe Davis is good, but, it's Gabe Davis. Let's be real. I think Nate Wiggins or Terrion Arnold really seem like Jaguars. I really think Terrion Arnold really does. But are they the team that likes, the really fast guys, and they seem like they draft based on speed half the time? That makes sense, and I feel like Nate Wiggins would fit that. But also, let's check the receivers out. I mean, you got to help Trevor out really bad. All right, chat, y'all can choose. Receiver or corner here. Receiver or corner. You get the position, I'll get the player. They do love speed DVs. Yeah, that's what I thought. Receiver or corner? Corner? All right, Nate Wiggins it is. There we go. Thank you for that. Bengals. Tight end, tackle, D end, that's not really true, though. They could use a corner. They could use a corner. They could use a tackle. That's actually, yeah, they could. Because they've got John Williams is gone. They have Orlando Brown, but, he's not even that good. He's overrated. Olu Fashanu still being here actually makes a ton of sense. I like Olu here. Did they lose anybody substantial? I don't really think they did. Cincinnati Bengals, here we go. They get Geno Stone. They sign Sheldon Rankins. Okay. Zach Moss, Gesicki. Okay, whatever. You're not drafting a running back this early. Yeah, I think that interior could really make a lot of sense. They lost DJ Reader. That's a big loss. He's not a great player, but he's a very good role player, and you got to have those guys. Byron Murphy here makes a lot of sense. I'm going to go with that one. Ooh, what happened? I'm seeing that there's a response, a ESPN response for the Justin Fields trade. Let's check this out real quick. Justin Fields been traded. Let's see. Russell Wilson says, let's get it. Justin Fields, QB room about to be fire. DJ Moore says, business is business. Sad, but you're about to get a much better quarterback in Caleb Williams. Cam Hayward sends a GIF. It says, Omar be like, and he says, but wait, there's more. Let's see. Patrick Queen says, Russ and Jay Fields, Lord have mercy. Yeah, Lord have mercy. Justin Fields on the bench. Khalil Herbert sends a melting face. Kyle Pitts, this is a crazy business we in. Charles Omenihu, low-key best place Justin could have went. Happy for him. That's big speaking from a guy who's never even played for Pittsburgh. That's big. That is. They are crying for nothing, man. He does not good. He's not good. Just simple as that. Rams here. They could go anywhere. Anywhere. I think Olufashanu being here is a quick pick, though. He is a top 10 player, and that is going to fall for whatever reason. But he makes too much sense here. They need a tackle, and he is a quality guy that's somehow still here. Steelers. I'm gonna give y'all a chance to predict this pick, and if you get it wrong, then you probably lose your subscription, and I'll take the loss. It should not be a hard guess here. Who is it? DT, I'm assuming you're talking about Rams. I'm assuming you're talking about Rams. I think, yeah, they lost Donald, but they have Kobe Turner, they have Byron Young, they have those young guys. Now, this year we're going to see how good they were, but I don't know. We'll see. This coming year, we'll see how good they actually are. They have a couple good guys on there. Honestly, I think edge over D tackle. Coop, thank you. Yep, ain't wasting no time. Cooper DeJean is a Pittsburgh Steeler. Thank you, come again. Thank you. I know there's a delay, so for you, you probably said it really fast, though I've said it probably 45 seconds ago. Not really that long, but I think there's a chance that they're all benefactors of Aaron Donald. That they might be decent, but they're not as good as they were. That wouldn't shock me. Granted, they'll develop over this year, and we'll see what it really comes out to. They're gonna go line here. I'm gonna go. Troy Fautanu. He does everything he can. You wish he was a better run blocker, but I don't know. I think Troy Fautanu makes a lot of sense here. They'll find a place for him. It's not a concern on that note. Eagles. They don't need a weapon, I'll tell you that much. Oh, man, this is tough. I'm going to have to go DB. Terry Arnold's fallen far enough. That makes a lot of sense. They need to replace James Bradbury really bad. Really bad. Minnesota with pick number 2. Who'd they get first round? I forget. Or first go-round. Jer'Zhan Newton. Corner makes sense here then. Kool-Aid is fine. Top 3 defensive player of all time. Probably, yeah. I don't see any reason to decline that. I don't know who to go here. Let's see. Dude, imagine Justin Jefferson, Adonai Mitchell, and then Jordan Addison in the slot. That would be berserk. That would be insane. Oh, that would be absolutely. That would be special. Sam Darnold looked pretty good then. I'm thinking there's somebody missing off this list. Somebody's really slow. Darius Robinson could be a really good pick here. But you're doubling down on that D-line. Not a bad thing. I think you could go elsewhere. This could be, maybe they trade back and whatever. Let's see. Kamari Lassiter still possibly first rounder, I think. Kool-Aid as well. Kool-Aid just makes too much sense at this point. I'm going to go Kool-Aid. Dallas. Dude, we're going all in this offseason. We're going all in this offseason. They've cut 2 players. That's about all they've done. Van Der Esch and Gallup. They've cut guys. That's all they've done. They need a tackle really bad. I think Latham being here makes a lot of sense, though. He's really a right tackle. So is Mims, though. They're kind of tough. Guyton is really the only left tackle. He's a right, too. No, who am I thinking of? I'm missing somebody here. What in the world? Who's my left? Jordan Morgan's not. Graham Barton can play left, but, he's going to be an interior guy later on down the road. You didn't hear they made an offer on any of the top. Yeah, oh yeah. I read. Do I have dyslexia, bro? I just read that all out of whack. Yeah, they didn't make an offer to anybody. Derrick Henry said they didn't get an offer. Like, what are they doing? I'm like, I don't blame them because an RB's not that important in honesty. Like, they just aren't. But like, you can at least. I mean, the an RB's not important, but guys like Saquon, Josh Jacobs, and Derrick Henry kind of are. Granted, Derrick Henry, a little different. He's 30. I wouldn't really be pressing him either. It would just depend on the number for him, really. They could go AD Mitchell, just get a lot of weapons going. I'm trying to think. I'm missing a position here. They did lose Tyler Biadasz. They could get Jackson Powers Johnson. I think I'm gonna go that route because I don't like taking Barton over him later, but the center position is just not that valuable. But that's what I'm gonna do this time. Make it a little different. Packers. All right, Dylan, have at it. Your pick of the board. You got it. Oh yeah, Deuce is not starting. Deuce is not starting. Period. They'll get somebody. It's just there's nobody round one. Like to me, RB1 after the combine is probably Trey Benson. He is a mid late second rounder. Jonathan Brooks would be my two. Probably got to go Barton. Really? Okay. I mean, I don't dislike it. He can do a lot of things. To me, he's a Niner though. Like he's gonna be on the board, and it's just like he looks like a 49er. I don't know. Oh yeah, Rakestraw. Honestly, what are y'all at? I mean, I'm assuming y'all are about the same place. He'll be there round two probably. I mean, honestly, I don't think it'd be different. I don't think it'd be different. Oh, now we got the Bucks. This could be a receiver spot now. Like they have Godwin and Evans, but like Evans is old. Godwin's getting there. There's no way they were able to re-sign both of them at this point. Who's their right tackle? Oh, it's Godecki. I don't know, man. Edge, they can't take an edge. They've done that too many times and it's not worked out. Oh, you have an earlier signing from the Jets. Let me see. There it is. Oh yeah, yeah. You'll get Rakestraw. You'll get Rakestraw. I didn't even think about that. Braden Fisk. They could have a. Oof, that'd be sick. I am going to take Darius Robinson here. I think that I know they have taken a lot of edges and they haven't worked, and that might be another thing. They take him and he doesn't work because he went there. But I don't know. He's got too much on him to not. Cardinals, they got Marv earlier. I mean, I'm sure. Yeah, they did. So now you could go get one of these tackles and then swing PJ back over. Rakestraw, yeah. Honestly, Rakestraw he will be a Packer or a Steeler. He looks like either. Like the physical brand. Steelers and Packers are really similar, honestly, in my opinion. Like kind of, yeah, they're kind of off. Like they're off the same cuff there. The blue collar cities, the smaller towns, like they're definitely very similar. And I think he's one of those two, and that's it. Unless he just continues to fall, and then some team snags him. Honestly, I wouldn't even be upset if the Cardinals just double dipped and got Kyler some weapons. But I think they kind of have to go defense here. You just kind of have to. Newbin being this high is a little insane. Yeah, I mean, they just do because it's what matters in the grand scheme of things. People don't think it does, but it does. The Dolphins, with this, finesse game, they'll never win. Ever. I think Feist could be a first rounder. Braswell could still potentially be, though he did slip a little. Chop Robinson definitely could go here. I kind of like that one. 40, it is overrated because play speed matters more than like a straight line test. But, I mean, I think part of the problem is there also are a lot of good corners in this class. I mean, you could put, to me, every guy we've already taken, plus Kamari Lassiter and TJ Tampa. And we're just talking about corners. There's other teams that need a safety more, need a receiver, quarterback, whatever. You get the point. I think I kind of like going get like Latham here. He kind of slipped a bit, and you can put Paris Johnson back to the left side. I like that a lot. Bills here, AD Mitchell, man. It makes way too much sense. Imagine having Diggs, A.D. Mitchell, and then Curtis Samuel in the middle. That would be really nice. Or Diggs in the slot, whatever. That would be really, really nice. A really good pick. The Lions, they could go receiver, honestly. Like, they really only have Amon-Ra. He was good. I think there's a lot to it, and being in the low end SEC West, it's whatever. Most fluid hips in the class, Cooper DeJean. There ain't nothing Cooper DeJean can't do. I'll stop. I'm sorry. Either way, I know you want him to. I'm probably just rubbing it in at this point. No, we draft first. Get over it. We lost playoff games. Get over it. No, I'm just messing. Lions, they've gotten some good things in this offseason. They get Davenport. They get Carlton Davis. They get Amik Robertson. They get DJ Reader. So, corner's still in play here. Because Carlton Davis and Cam Sutton and Amik Robinson and then, what's his name? Emmanuel Mosley. That's fine, but, you could go get a young, really good player. You could also just help out that defense in other ways. But I also think you put yourself in a spot where receiver and getting Goff another weapon to make this defense scary is a really good spot. I'm going to go Brian Thomas. You've got your little shifty guy in Amon-Ra that can do a lot of different things, and you've got your Brian Thomas who's going to take the top off and go crazy. Baltimore, what all have they lost? They have lost so much. We're going at them from a different angle. Because, I guess they haven't lost it. Well, it's not going to tell you everything they lost. Because, they released Odell. I thought he just was a free agent. So, you re-signed Brent Urban and Josh Johnson. Congratulations. Tyus Bowser, congratulations. Then you get Derrick Henry, great. Malik Harrison, a backup, great. Matty Buike, that's a solid one. Yeah, you basically re-signed all your depth, and that's about it. Outside of Matty Buike. And Derrick Henry, I guess. Who's going to, Derrick Henry, he's going to come in here and be so good. Every running back for the Ravens just tears their ACL. So why would Derrick Henry not at 30 years old? He's going to tear his ACL. Just watch. They could go tackle. Ooh, yeah, Amarius Mims being here, he's a nasty guy. That's a Raven. 100%. I didn't think about it. Yeah, definitely. Here, the Niners, they're in a tough spot. McKivitz did not play well enough to really block himself out of being replaced, but they need an edge. I think here they go Chop Robinson to replace the hole that Chase Young is going to leave behind. He could be really good with Nick Bosa and the rest of that D-line. Then, what are we doing here? We're not asking any questions. There's one guy that's going to go to the Chiefs. You already know it. They're just going to get Marquise Hollywood Brown going to go route, Xavier Worthy on a go route. One of them's going to be open. You never want to coop anyways. All right, quit lying. This is a truth stream. We don't lie on this stream. Panthers finally get their pick. Low-key, Deontay Johnson trade is honestly really nice because, yeah, you're not getting a Justin Jefferson. You're not getting a Devontae Adams, Stephon Diggs up there. You're getting a tier or two down. But, if you had to get a tier or two down, Deontay is the best guy to go get because he is so quarterback-friendly. He's open every single play. There's metrics that prove that he is the most open receiver in the league because of how good of a route runner he is. And what do you need? Somebody who's going to be open for your quarterback. Let me see. What else? Am I missing anything on them? They get another weapon because that's kind of what I like for them. Amir Smith-Marset, let's go. Get out of here. Panthers are tied to Mike. I forgot about that. That's fair. I might wait on that one then. They could use a couple defensive things. Nubin here does make some sense. They have Mingo, Jonathan Mingo. He could be outside, plus Deontay in the slot or outside, whichever. Then Mike Williams. That actually ain't bad. They could go Zach Frazier and really just beef the O-line like crazy. Absolutely crazy. I don't know how far we're going to go in this draft. I love that for them because they get the Bucks OC and they design plays for Evans who got similar prototype. For Mike Will, yeah, that would be nice. I'm going to go Kamari Lassiter here, though. I think it's just a position of need and, Well, yeah, I wouldn't even mention it, Thielen, though. You got Deontay Johnson. You got Jonathan Mingo. That's a really good one too. I mean, if Mingo can develop at least, so we're waiting on that. Mike Williams as a 1 to 2, pretty solid there. I think if you get Mike Williams, your 1-2 is Deontay and Mike Will, whichever one you want, and then Mingo would be like your really good 3. I mean, he'd be a great 3 at this point in his career. Patriots, I'm pretty sure. I went Jaden Daniels. They got to get him a weapon. They have to get him a weapon. I don't think this is a question here. No, there's a question. I think Tez Walker could go, but I think Ladd McConkey fits New England, and is just a really quarterback-friendly guy. Cardinals. All right, they've had 2 picks. I got to see. Latham. Okay, they're going defense here. Newbin does make quite a bit of sense, but TJ Tampa, that's too good. He's too good to pass up at this point. Almost taking your guy. Ooh, I couldn't gotten you there. The Commanders, they had, what's his face? Drake May, okay. They don't need a receiver. They might need a corner, man. They might need a corner. Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. Nah, I'll leave it for you. I'll give you some. I'll give you some grace right now. For now, we got some picks between here and there. I think you got to get an edge rusher here for sure. Actually, Chris Braswell, he's lasted long enough. He's fine. I mean, you got to get that. You lost both of them, and now you have nobody. Rakestraw the Packer, if you have to move up, we'll see about that. Chargers on the board. Who did I get that? They traded back. They got Rome. That's really nice. That is really nice. Now, Sainer still getting Harbaugh, his guy. I actually kind of like that. Roman Wilson getting Harbaugh, his guy. I think that's a little early for him, though. You could go linebacker here. Edgerrin Cooper or Jeremiah Trotter are very possible here. They do need some help there. They did lose a couple different linebackers in the last 2 or 3 years. I'm going to go with my LB1 here. Let's switch it up a little bit. Jeremiah Trotter. The Titans. Is this their first pick? I don't think they haven't. No, they did. They have alt. I just glaze over it because it doesn't matter. They need some receiver help, man. I think I'm going to go. They have Traylon Burks, they have D-Hop, but like those guys aren't reliable at all. I'm going to go Troy Franklin. He did have a rough combine. I think he recovers. I think they go with him. He's a potential still really good player. Commanders coming up again, man. Watch your corner here. Panthers. They've had a couple picks here. They got Kamari Lassiter. So, definitely could go with... I think we're going to see a trade here. And I'm going to help you out and help me out here. Pittsburgh Steelers going to jump up because they've got a position of need. Just going to force it because I'm not going to worry about the extra picks later down the line. Pittsburgh Steelers come up and get Zach Frazier. They have a big need at center, and it's going to help them out a lot. After cutting Mason Cole, who was already a national terrorist, they're going to just cut their ties and just go get the guy they need. I mean, it's either him or JPJ. Jackson Powers Johnson, not Joey Porter. Commanders. Chris Braswell. I'm going to probably have to go tackle here. They did lose multiple tackles. Sam Cosmi's still there. He's been really good, actually. And they have Wiley. Got Cosmi back at guard now. Jordan Morgan makes a lot of sense. He does play left tackle. Had a really good last 2 years. Where are his trends at? He is a Commander. All right. That tells me, yeah. Fans like him. We'll give him to him. And that leaves your guy, Braden Feist, to the Packers. No, I'm just kidding. We'll go Ennis Rakestraw. We'll give him to you. I'll be nice. This time. Texans. Who did... They traded out. Max Melton. That one's interesting. 2 corners. Okay. I got you. I don't know. Bullard, I don't know if he might be on the board. Y'all do have that second first. That's possible. Texans here. They've traded back. Who have they added? They've added a lot, but I don't remember exactly what else I'm missing right now. Defensive interior, safety, corner, edge, edge, tackle, interior. They've got a lot of defensive additions. Linebacker. Oof, that's a tough one. They could go with some O-line help, I think. Kingsley Suamataia, that right tackle, I don't know about that. Christian Haynes could go here. He's solid. Little early, but not too bad. Devondre Sweat, I would like that actually. Braden Feist, though, that's too. I can't go over that. Yeah. Peyton Wilson could still be out there and be open. I mean, Azeez Al-Shaair and Christian Harris are fine, but like I think he's just better. Kingsley Suamataia, I don't know that he's a tackle. He ain't anything else. What's his size at? Yeah, he's a tackle. More than likely a right. Bo Melton, I have not realized that they were brothers. I feel like I knew that in the back of my head, but I just didn't really think about it. Roman Wilson here, I don't like the two small receivers, but that would be kind of nice. Who's their tight end? They have Schultz. Never mind. Keon Coleman, I like that actually. I like that a lot. I like that fit. Falcons. I was looking at the wrong thing, just not even thinking in my head. Falcons, I think they're going to go defense here. I'm going to go Braden Feist here. That makes a lot of sense to me. I think you got a good, frame of a defense, but he's going to be a really good pass rushing D lineman. And you're probably losing Calais Campbell soon. Raiders. Earlier they had McCarthy. That's right. They could go receiver here. I'm going to go Tyler Guyton. I like it. He's fallen really far. He's landed here still. He got to go. And they need another lineman. Colton Miller is not the only guy that you can have. They had a tackle earlier. I think here they go. They could use an edge rusher. They could use a receiver really bad. This is a good spot for them to get a receiver. We'll go with that. It's just which one do you want? Burton, Polk, Pearsall, Wilson. I like Jalen Polk here. He is, that bigger throw, just downfield threat. You just throw the ball up and he'll go get it. You already have Chris Olave. He's going to work your slot, so you need somebody on the outside. Colts here. What did I do for them earlier? I don't remember. Quinion Mitchell. That's a nice one. I think they go. He's fine. He's fine. Dylan Parham's fine. There's nothing wrong with him. It's just like, you're not going to sit here and brag about Dylan Parham. Not in my opinion, at least. Ooh, linebacker makes a lot of sense. Edgerrin Cooper, I'm taking that one. That makes too much sense here. I think we're going to stop at the end of round 2. We got a lot of picks from here to there, though. Giants. I don't know what I did. Malik Neighbors, that's right. Corner's a big need for them. They could go another receiver, though. They need it. I like Tyler Nubin here, though. McKinney, they lost him. Yeah, I'm going that route. Tyler Nubin to the New York Giants. They took a corner earlier, I believe. I got to make sure. Too many picks. Yeah, they took Nate Wiggins. That's right. I think you potentially go. Roman Wilson would be sick to help out Trevor. Jatavian Sanders would be nice too. Jermaine Burton would be decent. You could get. You don't really need an edge. You could go Chris Jenkins. Xavier Legette, he kind of sounds like this. Braylon Trice going to be a faller really hard. That interior line does need some help. They got to protect Trevor. What are we looking at there? Haynes. Yeah. Cooper Beebe also. I like Beebe here. I like him more. I think he's fine there. Bengals. I think they took a tackle earlier or something. Byron Murphy. Yeah, duh. I knew that. All right. Kingsley Suamataia makes a lot of sense for this one then. He's going to be that right tackle spot. You already have Orlando Brown. Help out Joe Burrow. Eagles. They took a corner? Terry and Arnold earlier. They're going defense again. Adisa Isaac makes some sense. Jonah Ellis makes some sense. Rico Roro makes some sense. I like Chris Jenkins there a lot, though, but they don't need the interior so much. Devondre Sweat, though, would be sick for them. All right, we're getting a little too low here. We got a linebacker left, Peyton Wilson. That makes a lot of sense here. I'm going to go with him. They're double dipping that defense. The Panthers, this is like their third second rounder. Kamari Lassiter. No, it's just their second. Okay. They took Kamari Lassiter at corner. I think Ricky Pearsall would be nice if you don't get Mike Williams. We're going to go this route. Pearsall, how big is he, though? 6'1", 192. He's a decent frame, but a little bit low on the weight side. Burton, is he more of that? He's not really much different. They could go running back even, though. I just don't think it's that important to them, though. Oh, Xavier Legette. We're going to keep him in South Carolina, or in the Carolinas, excuse me. Plus, he kind of needs to stay there if he sounds like this, because he ain't going to work very well in New York City. The Rams. I like Penix here a lot. I like Penix there a lot, man. I know they signed Jimmy G, but that would be a nice backup plan. Eagles again. They got defense twice. Jatavian Sanders of the Eagles would be sick, but honestly, O-line is going to be a big one here. Christian Haynes, I think they'll like him enough, and they need some depth there now that they've lost Jason Kelce. The Browns. Is this their first pick? I think it is. I'm going to put Ballard here probably. Where's I want to see. He seems like hitting the Browns. They just got the legend Jimmy G, man. I know. Packers have Ballard a lot. I like Ballard to the Browns. Yeah, I'm going to take Ballard here. Might be a little early, but it's fine. Dolphins. Who'd they go get earlier? Troy Fautanu. Yeah, that's fine. Chris Jenkins makes a lot of sense here. Yeah, we're going there. Cowboys, once again, they're taking a running back right here, right now. They have to. I think they go Jonathan Brooks. Honestly, that Texas connection will be way too much. I think Trey Benson is probably better at this point, but nonetheless, whatever. I'm going to think back-to-back running backs. Here's where we starting to hit these. Trey Benson here to the Bucks. Packers just missed their guy, Javon Ballard. Oof. I think y'all like. I don't know what else to do here for y'all. Jaden Hicks would be nice. He kind of, he could be decent. You can go get Spencer Rattler. How you feel like how you feel about Spencer Rattler? Tell me how you feel. Mm, the linebackers were a little rough last year, weren't they? Campbell didn't play so well. Yeah, I think it's either Junior Colson. I gave you him for being nice, or Cedric Gray. Mm. I don't know what to do here for the Texans. I don't know. I'm probably about to cut the stream. I've done enough of these. We're getting too far. It's kind of getting a little redundant, but